So, after a decade, Zoom have announced the successor to their MS-50G pedal, the brand new Zoom MS-50G Plus. Now, you'd be forgiven if you couldn't tell which one of these was the new one. Let's talk about it. Hey, I'm Kai, and this video is just going to be sort of me chatting to the camera, talking about the new Zoom MS-50G Plus pedal, and talking about whether or not it's going to be worth purchasing. Now, this pedal has come at sort of an interesting time, just days after the announcement of the Line 6 HX1, a similar form factor multi-effects pedal, and other than the amp modeling, they're definitely going for the same markets here. This is going to be a very exciting time when both of these pedals are on the market. It seems like Zoom are going to be fighting tooth and claw for that little bit of market share that Line 6 are currently dominating. I'll be excited to see how this one plays out. So a lot of things on this pedal seem really familiar. It's still battery powered with two AA batteries, you've still got 6 blocks, and all of the presets seem to work in the same sort of way. Rather than the sort of weird 4-directional foot switch thing, we've got 4 pad controls which are equally strange in the modern market, but they do make a lot more sense for usability's sake. The Zoom MS-50G Plus is still mono in, stereo out, so I suppose you can expect to see a Zoom MS-70 CDR Plus to match. Most of the UI surrounding the pedal itself and how it functions seems to be exactly the same as it was previously, so Zoom MS-50 owners are probably going to be right at home on this new unit. They have changed one slight thing, and that's that the screen now has some color to it, which, is a welcome addition, but it still does kind of feel like a Game Boy Color screen. Now, I did find a leak of all of the effects that are featured in the new MS-50 Plus, and it seems like there's quite a lot of the same effects as there were in the MS-50. Now, whether that's just because they've chosen iconic models that need to be in every modeler and they've recaptured them for the Plus model, or whether that's because they've just ported over previous models remains to be seen. Given that the effects list seems to be missing some of the models of the MS-50, I'm inclined to believe they've redone these models for the MS-50 Plus. So there are some new pedals featured on this leak list, such as the Zen Drive and the EP Booster, which does again lead me to believe that they've probably recaptured these pedals for the new device. Another thing I noticed on this list that seems quite important is the inclusion of poly pitch models, such as the polyphonic pitch shifter and the polyphonic octave. This is something that wasn't on the MS-50 and has been featured on things like the Line 6 Helix and gotten an awful lot of buzz as a result. If these are good, this could be incredibly important for the life cycle of the Zoom MS-50 Plus. The manual states that some of the models can be deleted through the Guitar Lab app, which makes me think that it's going to be similar to the Zoom MS-50 in that you can delete and add models as you wish and really make the unit your own. The MS-50 had a limited set of memory that you could sort of take pedals out and add pedals in to make it fit whatever you needed it to do, and it seems like that's going to be the case here as well. Now, one thing that I was incredibly excited about after seeing some of the images of this pedal was the mobile editor. This could be absolutely huge if not for it requiring a wired connection, which, if you're using an iPhone, that's going to be the camera connection kit to USB, then USB to USB-C to the Zoom pedal, and it's just not conducive to a quick workflow. I think most people would sooner just plug it into their computer at that point, which defeats the purpose of even having the mobile editor. So what do I think of this announcement? I think it sort of depends on whether or not these models have been redone. If the models have been redone, like I suspect they have, then I do see this unit having a little bit of life. The price for this pedal is going to be £129, which, is a little higher than the Zoom MS-50, but after 10 years, a £30 increase really isn't too much to flap about. I do think I'm going to be purchasing one of these Zoom MS-50 Pluses for myself to see what it's like and, see if it's any better than the Zoom MS-50 that I very much didn't like. Side note, if you'd like to check out that video, I'm going to leave a link on screen for you to do so. So that's everything I've got for a quick little roundup of the announcement of the Zoom MS-50 Plus. Please let me know in the comments what you thought of this one, and let me know if you're going to be buying it. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Kai.